it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw 'em off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around, hate me in real life.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Give them the third down conversion. On the play. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Browns had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And again, it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do the...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Jets are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Watson being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson steps away to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. York able to send this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 65 yards on the ground. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Well, kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. A solid stiff arm. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On third down, here's Hall. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. Off of play action, it's Watson. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
This really feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this deep. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes, right side. 20. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Jets 21, Browns 13.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were playing loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Caught that one for me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. There's Wilson to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they dropped it off to him on the screen. He's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Watson off play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. Finding his way off of the sack that time, Taven Bryant. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and 1 here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Faking the give. Now Watson. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st. To the air yet again, Watson. toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on second down. Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Watson now to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Watson. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw, Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it was their defense that really made the statement.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. 'Cause I starving.